Have you ever visited a Japanese Zen garden? Unlike traditional gardens filled with flowers and ponds, these spaces rely on rocks, sand, and stillness to create a profound sense of tranquility. For centuries, these gardens have drawn visitors from around the world, inviting them into a world of stillness and contemplation. Some see mountains rising above the clouds, others see islands floating in an endless ocean. But is there a right answer? Despite their quiet beauty, many people still wonder what these gardens truly mean. In this video, let's take a moment to pause and reflect. We will explore the deeper symbolism behind Japanese Zen gardens and understand why they have such a calming effect. When we think of gardens, we usually imagine vibrant flowers and lush greenery. But Japanese Zen gardens are different. They consist only of rocks, sand, and space. Even so, behind this simplicity lies centuries of tradition and deep meaning. Zen gardens, also known as karesansui, meaning dry landscape gardens, are closely connected to Zen Buddhism. But their origins go back even further. The concept of Zen gardens first appeared in Sakuteki, Japan's oldest garden-making manual, written in the late Heian period. However, at that time, these gardens were not yet the carefully designed meditation spaces we recognize today. Instead, they were simply sections within larger landscapes, where stones and white sand were arranged to create decorative dry streams or miniature landscapes. It wasn't until the Kamakura period, when Zen Buddhism was introduced to Japan, that Zen gardens took on a deeper purpose. They became places for meditation and reflection, helping monks focus during their training. By the Muromachi period, Zen gardens had become widely recognized, especially with the rise of Higashiyama culture, which embraced Zen aesthetics. During this time, nobles and temples saw these gardens not just as artistic expressions, but as reflections of Zen philosophy. A key figure in shaping Zen gardens was the Zen monk Muso Soseki. He introduced the idea that gardens should not only imitate nature, but also serve as a tool for meditation and spiritual discipline. His influence helped define the Zen gardens we see today. At the heart of these gardens is the Zen philosophy of wabisabi, a worldview that finds beauty in simplicity, imperfection, and stillness. Every element in a Zen garden is carefully placed, with nothing excessive or unnecessary. Even the act of maintaining a Zen garden is a form of mindfulness. Each grain of sand is raked with precision, and every stone is positioned with intention. The daily care of the garden reflects a deeper understanding of Zen, where order and clarity in the physical world lead to inner peace. Unlike traditional gardens designed to impress with grand scenery, a Zen garden offers something different. It is a space for quiet reflection, inviting us to slow down, observe, and find meaning in nature's most minimal forms. However, the rise of Zen gardens was not only driven by their deep symbolism, but also by practicality. After the Onin War, many aristocrats and temples struggled financially, making traditional gardens difficult to maintain. Unlike gardens filled with plants and water features, Zen gardens required only rocks, sand, and careful arrangement. This made them a simple yet profound way to create peaceful spaces, even in times of hardship. So what makes a Zen garden truly unique? To understand its essence, let's explore its key elements and the deeper symbolism behind them. Among all the elements in a Zen garden, rocks hold the deepest symbolic meaning. They form the foundation of the composition, representing mountains, islands, or even mythical and spiritual figures. In Shinto, Japan's native religion, Natural elements, including rocks, are believed to possess kami, a sacred presence. Inanimate objects are seen as worthy of respect, just like living beings. This belief enhances the profound spiritual presence of a Zen garden. In Zen Buddhist philosophy, rocks also symbolize stillness and endurance, serving as visual anchors for meditation. Whether standing tall, lying flat, or arranged in clusters, each rock is placed with intention, creating a sense of balance and harmony. Their presence guides the observer's gaze and encourages contemplation and mindfulness. Through quiet observation, one may experience a deeper connection to the universe and a greater appreciation for simplicity and peace. But rocks are only one part of the composition. Sand and gravel are just as important in shaping the essence of a Zen garden. While rocks provide structure, finely crushed gravel or sand represents flowing water, such as rivers, lakes, or the vast ocean. Instead of real water, Zen gardens use these elements to create the illusion of movement, showing that stillness and motion can coexist. In Zen philosophy, sand and gravel symbolize change and impermanence. The carefully raked patterns, known as salmon, resemble rippling waves or flowing currents, echoing the ever-changing nature of life. Raking itself is a meditative practice that requires patience and mindfulness. Since the patterns can be easily disturbed by wind or footsteps, they serve as a reminder that nothing lasts forever. This reflects the Buddhist concept of impermanence and encourages acceptance of change. The raked patterns also carry deeper meanings. Straight lines suggest calm waters, circular patterns around rocks resemble ripples, and wave-like forms evoke flowing rivers. The contrast between unmoving rocks and shifting sand creates a sense of balance. Rocks represent stability, while the sand flows around them like water. A Zen garden's openness allows for personal interpretation. The emptiness of the sand, interrupted only by rocks and delicate patterns, invites quiet reflection. With no distractions, the garden becomes a mirror for the mind, deepening our connection to nature and helping us appreciate simplicity. The last important element we want to discuss is moss. Though quiet and unassuming, it plays a profound role in a Zen garden. While Zen gardens are often associated with dry elements like rocks and sand, moss thrives in many of Japan's most famous Zen gardens, especially in shaded, humid areas. Unlike flowers or other plants that change with the seasons, moss stays lush and green throughout the year, reinforcing the Zen ideals of stillness, endurance, and harmony with nature. In Japanese aesthetics, moss symbolizes age, wisdom, and tranquility. It grows slowly, often covering rocks and pathways, giving the impression that the garden has existed unchanged for centuries. This connection to time and impermanence makes moss an essential part of many Zen gardens, embodying the beauty of natural aging. Its presence also softens the landscape, providing contrast to the hard edges of rocks and the precise patterns of raked sand. Unlike other plants that need constant care, moss flourishes in undisturbed environments, making it a natural symbol of quiet persistence. It thrives in the shadows, reminding us that beauty doesn't always demand attention. It exists in the unnoticed and the overlooked. Whether covering stones, creeping along garden walls, or forming soft carpets under trees, moss brings an organic rhythm to the otherwise structured elements of a Zen garden, deepening the connection between the garden and the natural world. Zen gardens are more than just landscapes. They are spaces for quiet reflection, bringing a sense of calm and clarity to the mind. Each element carries meaning, guiding us toward a deeper connection with nature and the present moment. In a fast-moving world, they remind us to slow down and appreciate the beauty of simplicity. Whether gazing at a carefully placed rock, tracing patterns in the sand, or walking along a moss-covered path, we step into a moment of peace. The true essence of a Zen garden is not just in its appearance, but in how it makes us feel. It invites us to be present, to reflect, and to realize that within silence there is movement. Within emptiness there is depth, and within simplicity there is beauty. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.